Welcome to the Learning Lab. My name is Roman Garcia. Today we're going to be discussing lies and manipulations. Now, these are lies and manipulations that are being fed to us to make us believe certain things that are not necessarily true. Or worse even, if you believe them, it will make you act in certain ways that over the long term may create issues as you get older. Now, let me show you what brought this idea about. The other day I was reading a newspaper in a major metropolitan city. Let me show you the article so you know exactly what I mean, or the article that I was seeing. And as I was reading this article, it dawned on me on how words are being used out of context to describe how the human body functions. And it dawned on me, anybody who reads this article will be under the influence that the body is capable of certain things that it's really not capable of, or the body having this mechanism within it that's not necessarily true to our biology. Now let me show you the paper clipping because I cut it out and I want you to see it. And I'll show you the key word inside this article that made me think of these manipulation and lies that are being fed to the public. Now, this is the article that I was reading. Carlos, if you can just zoom in on this. This is the headline. A dislocated shoulder may require surgery to repair. You read this headline and it's innocuous enough. There's nothing wrong with this statement except one word. And that word that's being used in this heading is repair. When you read this article, anybody who doesn't have a biology background, as they read this article, they will automatically associate their body to some kind of mechanical system. Because when you repair a car or a refrigerator or really any mechanical man-made device, when you repair it, it stays fixed. Unfortunately, the human body doesn't respond to trauma nor to manipulation as would a mechanical device. So the interesting thing about this headline is the word of repair. It is a word that's being used specifically to manipulate the mind that is reading this repair. Now, let me give you an example of what I mean about the difference between the human body and an innate mechanical man-made system. Now, any of you car lovers out there would immediately be able to identify with this car. This is a Mustang. This car was probably made in the early 1960s, maybe late 50s. Now, this picture is a recently new picture taken of this automobile. It looks as if it just came out of the factory. I am sure that this car has been repaired many times. Its parts repaired and replaced many times. Now, a mechanical system does not have a living energy inside, can be repaired and look as it looked on the day that it was first out of the factory. Now, unfortunately, in our society, a similar association is being made between our bodies and innate mechanical systems, such as the car that you just saw. But I will be here to anybody who watches this video. I want to emphasize this fact, is that the human body is not a mechanical system. You cannot remove a part of the body and replace it and it be as it was before it got traumatized. Biology, living systems do not operate as would a mechanical innate system. But in the public, because of the media, commercials, advertising, this idea that the body can be repaired via surgery or joint replacements or any kind of extensive medical intervention, that the body would be as good as it once was before the trauma, is completely incorrect. And unfortunately, the public believes in this concept. The other day I was watching television and I've seen commercials where the body is described as a well-oiled machine. That is an absolute lie, and anybody who watches that and it comes under its influence will believe that they can go out to partake in activities that have more risk to reward and damage their parts, and all they have to do is go to a doctor or go to an orthopedic surgeon and then have the surgery and then be as good as they were before, is under a false impression. And it's an impression that it's perverse, or it pervades the whole society. So anybody who watches this video, anybody who sees our last videos, this is the main emphasis or the main reason why we are doing these videos. Just so you can start understanding, having certain conceptions of the human body which afford the individual the ability to make wise decisions. Because as it currently is right now, the theoretical framework that exists in society and the one that's being touted by the industries that service out medical service is that the human body is like a mechanical system. A mechanical system whose part can be replaced, can be repaired to anew. And that is unfortunately is not in accordance with the biological facts that we understand of how human living things or living entities function. That is why the best medicine, especially for joints and muscles or for musculoskeletal system, is prevention. But in order for you to follow up proper preventions, you have to start with this idea that the human body biologically does not ever repair itself to its state prior to the injury. So the key to living a long, healthy, active life is not damage and repair, but preventing of the damage from first taking place. So anybody who sees this video and watches and understands and adheres to this message that I'm trying to get across, I think once you assimilate this idea, your decision-making capacity is going to improve substantially. So if anybody watches this video, has any comments on what I am saying, or maybe even disagrees with it, please make your thoughts known to us by contacting us on this video. Again, thank you for watching this video. Until next time.